Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to the podcast. This is Big Reptile Talk, the podcast that I bring reptile content creators, reptile breeders, animal keepers. I don't care what you have going on. If you love animals, I want to talk to you. I want to see what you got going on. I don't care if you've been breeding snakes for 30 years. I don't care if you just started. There's a good chance that if you love animals, I'm going to bring you on my podcast. So much love to the people that are watching. Much love to the people that will see this in the future. I appreciate every view, every like. And of course, before we get started, we got to give some love to those people that show us love. So shout out to my brother Mile High Mutations. He's producing amazing snakes. Y'all make sure y'all hit up his Morph Market and tell him Derek sent you. Shout out to Eugene over at Morphed Ambitions, man. I appreciate you supporting the channel, man. Thank you so much. Big Paul, man. That's my brother, man. Large Marge Morris. He don't even breed snakes, but he's collecting a lot of firepower. So y'all make sure y'all go give him some love. MKL Exotics, man. I can't say nothing bad about you. Shout out to my brother from Canada, man. He's doing incredible things. He's producing amazing hog nose snakes. So y'all make sure y'all hit him up. Frost Critters. Much love to you, brother. You don't even breed snakes and you still support people, man. So I appreciate your support, man. Thank you so much, man. Shout out to Mad River Service and Rattery, just producing amazing snakes. Uh, you already know ball pythons, man. You're killing it, man. I think that you need a lot more recognition. So shout out to you, brother. Matt Yates, man. I love you, brother. Thank you for supporting the channel, man. I appreciate you, brother. Ball and hand pythons. Y'all make sure y'all go give him some love, man. He definitely needs it. He's killing it out here. King's Reptiles, my family, husband and wife, just doing amazing things in the hobby, man. Y'all make sure y'all check them out. Low Life Exotics, I love you, brother. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. I appreciate you. My brother Jason is killing it too, man. Y'all make sure y'all check out Basement Pythons. They are producing amazing snakes. Now we got to stop right here. Heathen Hatchery. Super excited to have him on as a podcast sponsor, man. Just he's producing amazing animals. Y'all make sure y'all hit up his Morph Market. Y'all make sure y'all hit up his Instagram, Facebook. Tell him Derek sent you. Just amazing animals. Make sure y'all go give him some love, man. And of course, I gotta stop right here. Stone Age ball pythons. When I tell you this man is killing it, he's not even breeding right now, I don't think, but he still supports the channel. Y'all make sure you hit up his Instagram. This man has 400,000 plus followers on Instagram. Y'all give him some love. Tell him I sent you. Man, everybody that's showing up in the chat, much love. Stan, my brother, what's good, Derek? Serpentine, always good to see you, man. Reese's Pythons, man, long time no see. I hope you're doing good, brother. Kara Shay, man, what is going on? I see you, Kara Shay. Much love, Kara Shay. Uh, oh man, Uncle Mike. Mike's monitors in the building, man. Monitors. If you're gonna do it right, Mike is the only way to go. Mike's monitors, man. He's killing it. It's gonna be an amazing show. We got my brother Brian from Heathen Hatchery. Y'all been seeing him making noise everywhere, man. So when we come back, we're gonna have him. I'm super excited. Don't go nowhere, man.
Whoa. Big reptile talk. Yeah, we working. Talk about service. Big reptile talk. When it comes to talking about snakes, yeah, love that we got for them effects. Yeah, big reptile talk. Let's talk about reptiles. Yeah, big reptile talk. Let's talk about reptiles.
What is going on, man? We got my brother Brian from Heathen Hatchery, man. How you doing today, brother?
I'm doing great, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm excited to have you here, man. I'm gonna tell you why, and I hope this don't offend you. But I've been seeing you everywhere, man. I've been seeing you. I see you on Trap Talk. I see you 15 minutes of lane. I
Yeah.
seen you a couple other places talking about animals, man. I said, who is this guy making all this noise on these podcasts. I want to talk to him, man. So I guess my first question is, like, how does that feel to have these OG podcasters reaching out to you, and you haven't been breeding that long?
It's honestly, it's surreal, bro. It's pretty cool, honestly. I don't know how to explain it, and I don't even know how it happened. It just did, it was just a continuous roll, and I'm trying not to get off of it.
I love it, man. I love it. Now the name, I know that I seen that you were talking about it on 15 Minutes of Lame. You wanted like a different kind of name, Heathen Hatchery. I love it, but can I tell you what it reminds me of?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now I'm 36, but back when I was in high school, now this was years ago, they had these chains, and they were all silver. And I can't remember if it's Insane Clown Posse, but it had this little figure, and it was all silver. It had like braids, and it had like a little hatchet on it. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think that is the Insane Clown Posse for sure.
That's what your name reminds me of for some reason. I don't know why, but it reminds me of that. You should get one of them chains, man. Put the Insane Clown Posse logo, but put Heathen Hatchery under it.
Yeah.
now, wild ball pythons, man. You. Of course, you can be doing anything in the world. What made you say, you know what? I think I want to try my hand and breed in ball pythons.
The breeding part came when I met a breeder, actually, and I bought a couple snakes off him just to start collecting them because my kids liked them. So I started hanging out with him a little bit more, learning more about the ball pythons. I started doing more research about them, and then I discovered like all the different stuff that you can do with them is like endless, pretty much at this point. So I just got hooked right away, right around to the end, right around middle of 2018 is when I started collecting them. I didn't start breeding until really started breeding until last year, though.
Okay. Even still, being a new breeder, man, I love it. You only been breeding for like a year, and I know you had your first clutch, but have you had your first sale? And if you have, how does that feel seeing your dream become a reality?
Well, last year I had 6 clutches. I have 2 holdbacks left. So everything else is gone. So that felt pretty good. The stuff that I produced, I didn't get to hold on to for too long because I got friends and stuff like that. So it went pretty quick. I was really happy about that.
Did y'all hear that flex? He said, I produced it and I couldn't hold on to it very long. That's like a small but big flex. Like, I produced it and they're gone.
I'm on the theory if I'm not absolutely in love with it, it's gone. I just want to look inside of the bin every time and be like, yeah, that's the one. With every snake I own.
Right. I love that. That's the name of the game, man. I love that.
Yeah.
Now I want to have a little fun and give you a hot seat question. There's so many breeders, old, new, up and coming. There's a billion breeders out there, but a hot seat question: who is your current favorite breeder?
Dale Richards from Constricted Reptiles.
Oh, he's producing some hard. He's
fire, dude. Constant fire from that guy.
Okay. Good choice. I like that. Now, being, a new breeder, being so new in the game, a lot of breeders, they know for stuff. Like, if you look at Ozzy, he's known for the Orange Dream. We know that Kabelka, produced like the Batmans and stuff like that. So my question to you was like, as you get, further into the game, this is like a 2-part question. What morphs do you want to be known for?
Making genetic stripe great again. Genetic stripe, I like it a lot, man, and it seems like it's making a really good comeback right now too. So,
okay, I'm gonna have to check that out. Genetic stripe. So I actually like them. I think I recognize them.
Yeah,
okay? I'm gonna have to check that out, man. Now, shout out to John Feely, man. I see you in the chat, man. What's up, brother? Mystery Morris, man. I see you.
What's up, Brian?
Now, you are fairly new, but I'm sure you've done your research. So 2023, what are some of your current projects that you have going on? What is just the stuff that you want to be in this year?
Oh, okay. So I'm adding spot nose and leopard to gravel so I can bring that over to the pavement side of things and add those into asphalt eventually. So I'm working on that this year. Plus, they're going to be 50% het clown also. I got cypress going into genetic stripe this year, which with a lithium genetic stripe. So it'll be cypress, cinnamon, butter combinations, het genetic stripe. Hopefully 66% het hypo too. I'm hoping that the lithium genetic stripe proves out to be hypo because cypress is 100% het hypo. Trying to make some Batmans this year, so I got a visual male. I'm going for the male, so I have a visual male to plug into a lot of different things. Also going for visual hypo, cypress, black pastels. So trying for that also to set up future stuff for Mandarin projects.
Oh, okay, so you got a lot of stuff in the works.
Trying,
Stuff like that excites me. Seeing a new breeder, having their hands in so much stuff. I'm excited for your future, man. Now, since we're talking about that, when you decided to say, you know what, I really want to breed snakes, did you have any doubts? Like, did you say like, oh, there's so many breeders out there, I might not make any money? Did you have any doubts?
Not at all. I had no doubt at all. I had a pretty good mentor, I really laid out the plan before I started doing this.
Do you think that's what made you as successful as you are? It was like, you know what, before I actually breed, I need to do XYZ. I need to do all this stuff before I start breeding.
Yes.
Pre-planned it. Do you think that's what made you successful?
I wouldn't go as far as say I'm successful yet, but I do feel like I'm on the right track for sure. But yeah, definitely the preparation and planning is I think is important for sure. You got to be ready for when it happens. You have your incubator ready and running before you even have the eggs ready. Like a month beforehand, the pre-lay shed, get your incubator running ready, get the temperature set right. Just be prepared for everything.
I agree. I definitely agree, man. I want to be a breeder, but I'd be horrible at it. I'd keep everything.
It's not easy, man. I kept two out of like 36, and truthfully, I'm probably not going to even keep them either.
I love that, man. That is insane, man. I ain't even been in the game a year. It's already just making sales. I love it, man. I love it. Now we know what you're currently working on, but what's some of your dream projects? If money wasn't an option.
If money's not an option, I would go Dark Knight, Hypo, Desert Ghost, or Desert Ghost combinations for sure.
Ooh, I like that. Shout out to Mystery Morse. They said I wanted to keep so much stuff in my first year breeding.
He's from around here. He's a good dude.
Good dude. Shout out to Mystery Morse, man. Now, before we keep the podcast going, I want to have a little fun. I got some hot seat questions just to have a little fun. So first hot seat question. If I gave you $20,000 and I let you free at Kabelka's house, what are you coming home with?
Probably stuff he's not willing to sell. I'm going to raid his Mandarin project.
Ooh.
For sure.
I like that Mandarin. What do you think of the Mandarin project? I know Tafadi, I can't say his name. Tafadi Royals is real heavy into that.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Mandarin project?
There's a lot of like controversy behind it, but you just between what's mislabeled and what's not, so you got to know who you're buying it from, and you really got to trust that guy for sure. Like I'm just getting into it this year. I bought a male that possible het clown. So we'll see if he's clown or not.
I definitely agree when it comes to that Mandarin. You don't want to get scammed. You want to make sure that you really got something that's truly Mandarin, because you get it, you grow it up and you find out it ain't Mandarin. That's heartbreaking, right?
Oh my God, I couldn't even imagine like the time and the money invested into it.
I agree. I definitely agree. Now, hot seat question. Every successful breeder has a motto. You look at Ozzy, his motto is shut up and breed. You look at Gavin, his is like quality in, quality out. Every big breeder that I look up to that I've brought on my podcast, they have a motto. So my question to you is, what is Heathen Hatchery's motto? What's your business motto?
I haven't even really thought about that part yet, but if I did, I really try to focus on hand-picked quality, like really great expressions of the morph, of the gene itself. Like you look at it and have no mistake. Yes, that's what that is.
So a good model be like quality over quantity.
Nah, that's used up a lot. So maybe hand-picked quality.
Okay, I like that.
Maybe along that line somewhere.
Now, you're a new breeder, so I want to ask you this. Coming into the game, you've been doing it for a while, but you finally decided to say, okay, I want to do this and be serious with it. So my question to you is like, why do you think a lot of newer breeders come in and they might not necessarily be successful, and they might not make it?
From what I've seen, a lot of guys that are getting out, it comes down that they can't feed them. A lot of it's they just can't feed them. They just can't afford to feed them, or they can't find the rats to feed them, whatever the case may be. I know that's a big part of it from what I've seen. The second part is they just can't sell their animals.
Right. I agree, man. Having those big collections, and I believe you said it too, that you breed your own rodents. I think that's so important to knock off that food bill if you can, and not just that. When you're breeding animals, you gotta hit the pavement. You gotta be everywhere. Whether it's reptile expos, morph markets, you gotta be on the phone. You gotta be doing everything, word of mouth. These snakes ain't gonna sell themselves, so you gotta put footwork into it.
Yeah, I get on the internet a lot. Networking is key, man. It's huge. I try to do a lot of that.
I agree. I see you everywhere.
Get your name out there. Let people see your face, so they can put the name to the face.
Right. I agree. Now when you started, like I said, I like having fun, but I also want people to be able to come here and learn. When you actually decided to say, okay, I want to take this serious, how did you start? Did you say, you know what, I'm gonna get my powerhouse females first, or I'm gonna get my powerhouse males? Like how did you go about it when you decided to take it serious?
When I realized I had a collection full of things that were going to take me nowhere. and I started to retool one by one, trying to make better decisions. So better pairing decisions, things like that. Something that's not going to just sit around forever just because I think it's pretty kind of deal.
Right.
And then I just joined up another Patreon, Mutation Creations, and I joined one of the top 2 tiers, and now I'm figuring out I'm probably going to have to do this again.
Go through and just kind of look at your collection and just say, look, if I make money on this, you got to go.
I like what I have, but now I'm starting to focus on groups instead, 3 females, 1 male, kind of, and make it like that instead. So it makes a lot more sense than just, well, what am I going to pair this year?
Right. That makes sense. I agree. And since we're talking about Patreon, I love that you brought that up. Being a new breeder, do you feel like people are pretty open? I know you had an amazing mentor, but do you feel like people are pretty open with their information, or do you think it's just like it's hard to get a hold of people to get that information that you need?
A lot of people just get the information nowadays. You can hear it on their podcasts or interviews. They openly give information. Whether or not you're receptive to it, it's that's up to you. It's there. All you have to do is just go watch Billy's Mondays lives. The information that he tells on those lives alone are ridiculous if you're willing to listen to it.
Right.
Like if you're willing, to intake what he's saying, that's free information he's giving to everybody. But now imagine what he does for his Patreon.
Exactly. But see, now this is controversy, and I'm not dissing anybody. Please don't take this as a diss. But do you feel like people should probably steer away from the Patreons and just give it for free? Or do you think Patreon is kind of needed because it's like, look, I can give you this
Oh,
information.
no.
Hold
No.
on. Do you feel like, now this might be controversial, but when it comes to Patreon, do you feel like people should just give the information for free? Or do you feel okay paying for that information?
See, like what they give, like say on their live podcasts and stuff like that, it's great information, right? But you get one-on-one information through Patreon. It's not so it's more for sure, but it's more direct and one-on-one to where you can be focused on it, you know?
I like that. I like that too. I agree. I think Patreon is a good thing because it's like I could give you all this information, but if I watch you and I notice that you don't do nothing with it, I just wasted my fucking time.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's like, okay, if you pay for, if I give you this, you come to my Patreon, you give me a little bit of money. I teach you everything I know, and then it's like it's up to you if you use it or not. And I don't even care if you use it or not. You know what I mean? So I think it's good. I agree.
Plus, you get discounts on animals and stuff like that, also.
Right.
You know,
Definitely. More Mystery Moore said Billy's Monday Live is the best to learn on YouTube and go hear real talk about ball python.
100%. He gives a lot of knowledge off.
I definitely agree. Now just to have a little fun, shits and giggles. You had your own company, but let's say you needed a job and there was only 3 places to work in the world. Where are you going? JKR or Canova, Always Evolving Pythons or Aussie Boys? Where are you going to learn that? Where are you going to work?
It's no brainer for me. I'm going to Aussie.
Aussie's the man.
You're gonna learn. I feel like I would learn more than just ball pythons with Aussie.
You're not lying. If you talk to Ozzy, he gonna teach you about ball pythons, but before you leave, you're gonna learn how to set up a retirement calculator. You're gonna learn how to buy 16 houses.
You might have a roadmap to being a millionaire after that meeting.
I love you. I agree.
It's not even a second thought. Hands down, Ozzy on that one.
If you talk to Ozzy and you don't feel like you can buy up a whole city block, you didn't talk to Ozzy.
Yeah, right.
I love it, man. Now breeding, being a new breeder, what do you feel has been like the hardest part for you and the easiest part when it comes to breeding?
The hardest part is truthfully for me, the hardest part has been social media takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort making the reels and stuff like that. Finding the time to keep up and stay relevant in social media has been the hardest part for me so far. The easiest part has been the networking because I love doing it.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's up. I like that. I think that networking is so important. Nobody.
As far as the breeding aspect, it's been pretty straightforward so far. I've had a couple little mishaps and tragedies along the way that I've learned from. So, but other than that, that's been pretty straightforward.
I agree with you. I think that when you talk about networking, it's so important because nobody wants to buy a snake from somebody they don't know.
No.
So that you have to when you get into the breeding those snakes, you have to put yourself on social media. People have to see your face. They have to see you talking to people. It's like, oh shit, I know Brian. I seen him on that podcast.
Yeah.
So I seen him at that reptile show. I want to buy something from him. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I definitely agree with you. Now, granted, you haven't been breeding that long, but my question to you is, at what point in the time that you've been breeding, when did you have that oh shit moment? And what I mean by that is, it's like, when did you have that moment like, okay, I'm on to something. I got something here.
I'm not really sure yet. I mean, it's been a wild ride so far. Like, everything's been an oh shit moment kind of so far, man. I think probably the defining moment is when I cut my first egg and I hit a 3 gene animal, like my first egg I ever cut. So, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, like this is it. Like I can do this.
Okay. That actually cutting and seeing those 3 genes is just like, oh shit, I could do this. I'm on to something.
Yep. It was banana pastel Mojave, possible het clown.
You ain't messing around, man.
I
I like
got good people now teaching me, and like my mentor that taught me in the first place, I get most of my stock from him.
Oh, I seen that on 15 minutes of lane. The CLS or something.
CL Serpents. Yep.
Okay. Shout out to CS Surface, man. That's what's up, man. I'm glad that he's showing you some stuff now. Feely said I have oh shit moments daily.
That's right.
Now, give us that knowledge. You just started breeding, but you've been doing snakes for a long time. What were, give us 3 things that you said, okay, before I start breeding, I need to make sure these 3 things are done so I can be successful. I know you said 1 was the incubator. Give us 2 more.
Knowing how to create the proper humidity is a big one. Because you don't want stuck sheds, and you don't want scale rot. You don't want those things. So getting your temperature and humidities is really big. Like that was something that was big for me that I, in my mind, needed to get right. Just to make sure everything was good.
Right.
The other one was properly cleaning everything. Getting your deep cleans in every so often.
I agree. I think that's very important. I definitely agree. If I was breeding for me, let's see, what would be the top 3 things? I think, like you said, for me, it'd be like you said, the incubator. I think I need to do a lot of research on, like you said, the humidity. But for me, what I mean by humidity is like when you have your eggs in that egg box. You don't want too much humidity will mess the eggs up, right? In the egg box.
Not inside the egg box, no. Nope. Oh, okay. You just don't want the water dripping on the eggs. That's all.
Yeah. That'll mess your eggs up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had to do a lot more research, man. I definitely want to get into breeding, man. Now, so far, man, let's talk about sales. And I don't want to talk about money-wise, but we all see the videos. We've seen Kabelka put out videos of, it's a ball python recession, brace, buckle down, do these things, and you'll survive the recession. My question is, has that hit you? Have your sales slowed down, or you feel like you're still crushing it?
Yeah, actually, because I have a bunch of adults right now that I'm trying to get rid of, and they're not moving at all right now. So I'm I guess you could say I'm feeling it. I'm not really pushing them either, though. So I'm actually thinking about keeping a few of them and just breeding them.
Okay, I like that. Edward said he'd like to get down to 100 total snakes. Yeah, I need more, but I want to buy more snakes. Now, you're breeding rodents, man. What made you decide to say, you know what, I want to go ahead and breed rodents?
The food bill. The food bill. The food bill was the first part of it, but it's really nice being able to walk outside and grab rats and feed your snakes.
Okay, back up. So you breeding snakes, you got your snakes. Did you have to go to the pet store one day and you spent like an outrageous amount and you just like, you know what, never again. I'm gonna breed my own rodents.
No, my mentor also breed rodents too, so I had the in on that also.
So your mentor just got you squared away the whole way.
Dude, CL Serpents is the man, bro. He doesn't do much social media, so he's not. A lot of people don't know him. That's why I try to put him out there, because he doesn't do the social media too much. But the dude's got fire, man. Fire. I'm
gonna have to check him out. For me, I breed my rodents, but it took my wife going with me to the pet store. So she just happened to be with me one day. And I don't have a lot of snakes. I think I'm up to like almost 15. But but the price, it was probably like $70 or $80. Yeah. And my wife said, you spend $80 on rats every 2 weeks. This was how I was seeing, but I was like, yeah, about $80. She said, oh no, we got to figure out something. So I ended up buying a male rat, and I think I bought like 7 or 8 females. Man, it's been fun just watching them produce it. It's
Yeah.
like I'm in there and I have babies every day.
Yeah. Right now, I'm on a little bit of a break from breeding rodents, so I'm about to get back into it though in the next couple weeks.
Right,
I needed some time to myself for a minute.
right, right. I bet, man. Working and
Yeah.
being a father. Do you have an old lady?
I'm sorry.
Do you have an old lady?
Nope. Well, kind of talking to somebody.
How's
So
she feel about the snakes?
she loves them.
She's a keeper.
Yeah. All my kids are grown too. My youngest is 16. So
Do they? And they love the snakes too.
no, they don't have nothing to do with them. It's crazy.
Oh, disown them. Disown them. If your kids don't like the snakes,
They're the
disown
ones that got me into them, and now they don't even look at them.
them. Ain't that how it always goes?
Ain't that some shit?
It's like as parents, we get something. You get a gerbil for your son, and then once you have the gerbil, you're the one taking care of it, and they don't even care about the gerbil.
Yep. Now it's your pet.
I love it, man. I love it. Look at my wife's here. Hey, honey. Now we talked about that. Give me, what do you think, when it comes to breeding, what do you think is like some of the stuff that the best stuff that works for you? And what I mean by that is, do you prefer like to try and get your locks at a certain time of the year, certain time of the day? What's been the best way for you to get your snakes to breed?
I'm in North Central Florida, so we got the privilege of breeding all year round down here, which is really nice. So, basically, well, lately, it's been ultrasounding, looking for follicle size, and then throwing the male in when it's ready.
Nice.
So basically, the plan is checking follicle size and going from there.
Nice. Did y'all hear that flex? He said he didn't even say I'm new and I have to palpate. He said, "Nah, I'm up to the ultrasound."
Again, my mentor.
Got you all the way squared away. I love that, man. Now, speaking of your mentor, like, it's so amazing to have that person that you could just reach out to. They can answer your questions, teach you everything. Do you feel like the industry is like that? Do you feel like pretty much a lot of people, if you were to reach out to them, they would help you, or do you feel like a lot of people are kind of hush hush?
I think they'll help you for the most part. It's a lot of really open-minded people in this industry that are willing to talk to you, for sure.
Nice. I love that. Now, you said you're down in Florida, man?
Yep, North Central Florida.
Man, God bless them. I've been seeing what's going on with USARK, Florida, and
dude, it's crazy, man.
Do you ever see yourself, if Florida keeps going the way it's going, do you ever see yourself moving out of there?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Where do you think you want to?
Yeah, I'll if things keep going the way they're going, and once my kids are growing up, I'll be out of here. I'm a commercial roofer by trade, so I can work anywhere in the United States. So Texas, Arizona, one of the two will probably be next if Florida keeps their shit up.
Right. And to me, it's like, please support USARK. They fight for us, but it's like,
yes,
no matter what these lawmakers do they understand you can't get rid of snakes? It's no different than drugs. You want to fight drugs ain't going nowhere.
It's like I just watched a little clip by Brian Cusco. He said you can kill off every berm in the country, and you will still have this problem in Florida.
Right.
Like you can kill off every captive berm in the country, and you will still have this problem in Florida. So killing somebody's pet is fucking stupid, dude.
I agree, man.
I've been on FWC's Instagram harassing them daily, man.
We need it, man, because they targeting reptile keepers. Now you're down in Florida, man. I'm tapped in with a lot of Florida keepers, man. You ain't thinking about doing no YouTube collabs with anybody?
Not yet. I'm just starting to get the YouTube channel up and going with the shorts right now. I'm going to actually start toying with showing some stuff off and pulling eggs and stuff like that. The things that we breeders do on YouTube.
Right. But you down there with a lot of icons. You down there with old Chandler, Tyler, Underground Reptiles. Who else is down there in Florida?
Oh my God, everybody. Everybody's in Florida. Everybody. You got Kittinger, you got
oh yeah, Kinger is down there, isn't he?
Oh, there's everybody. Like there's so many, just I can't even think of them because there's so many. Like I don't want to say a couple and not say somebody.
Now being down in Florida, man, do you ever get the chance to do any herping?
Yeah, I live in the Ocala National Forest, so it's like my backyard is herping.
Oh man, I'm jealous.
Yep. I mean, there's probably gators at the edge of my yard right now.
Man, you literally are living life, man, and I love that. Now, I know you said that you're a roofer, but do you ever see yourself turning the ball pythons full time?
If it allows it, yeah, absolutely. I would love to get off the roof, 100%.
Man, I see it happening. I say within the next couple, if you stay on the track you on, I see you just crushing it, man.
I'm trying, you know. I got a lot of positive support behind me, which is awesome, man. Sometimes it's overwhelming, but it's awesome.
Right,
it really is.
Do you feel like you still, even though you're turning it into a business? A lot of people say when they turn it into a business, they lose that passion. Do you feel like you still have that passion? It's like every time something pips or an egg pips, you still have that passion.
I would say I actually have it more now than ever because I can see my plans 5 years from now. So it's like, as long as I have these plans of making things from 5 years from now, I don't see myself losing the passion.
Right.
I just don't.
Let me see your face when something's coming out of the egg. Let me see the surprise face. Are you good? I love it, man. Now, being in the reptile hobby. Hey, Minor Mouse, thank you for that super chat. I appreciate you, man.
Super chat?
Yeah, I got super chat.
See, hit the like button too.
Yeah, I got that. Like, share, all that, man.
Get them likes up.
We got Brian in the building, man. He's a great guy. Appreciate you coming on and chatting with us, man. When it comes to being in a reptile hobby, we have so many positive things and we have so many negative things. So if my question is, if you could Thanos anything, I don't know if you're a superhero or Marvel comic characters. I don't know if you're into that, but do you know who Thanos is?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you could Thanos anything in the reptile hobby, what would it be?
Toxic positivity.
I like that.
No, like I just you see it a lot, those one person's really nice to a guy, as soon as he walks away, he starts talking shit about him. It's like, just get rid of the toxic positivity and just,
Right. I love
you don't like somebody, you don't have to make it known, but you don't have to be fake about it either, I guess.
I love that. Now I'm gonna show you some of these comments, man. Look at this comment. Dang, Derek, do you ever have anyone on this podcast I don't like?
What's up, Lindsay?
Shout out to Pico Pythons, man. We're just here chatting, man, hanging out, getting under O'Brien, man. He's a great guy. He's killing it. So you're a new breeder coming into the game. You've been breeding for about a year.
By myself, last year was my first year. The year before that, I had help.
I love that. Like now, you got a little bit of experience. What's one thing you would tell your past self, like when you're first just getting into the reptile game? What's one thing you tell your past self?
You're gonna learn patience real quick.
Right.
Like real fast. You're gonna learn patience really fast because this is a game of patience. Like that's what I would tell myself. Be patient.
I agree. When you jump into the breeding game, if you don't have patience, you're not going to win. Because sometimes projects can take years.
You're going to self-sabotage.
I agree. You have those between finding what you want to get into, raising up stuff, hatching it. It can take years before you get into the project that you want. So patience is everything. I agree.
100%.
I love it, man. I love it. Now, So we were just talking about holdbacks, man. So talk to us about holdbacks. Like, how do you select your holdbacks?
By what I'm targeting. That's what, like, this year I'm trying to get a leopard spot nose gravel. That'll be a holdback. So I'm breeding for specific animals. So if I hit those specific animals this year, I'm going to hold them back.
Okay, I love that. Now, since we're talking about eggs and holdbacks and stuff, give me your take on being so new in the game. What's your take on breeder loans?
I love them, especially if you can get somebody you trust that doesn't have sick animals and stuff like that, and you can do a breeder loan, especially if you're new. I would say fucking do it.
Okay, so you like breeder loans?
You're adding genes for that you don't have.
Okay, now I'm glad you said that because I'm going somewhere with this. Do you feel like you're a lover or a fighter?
What that Keanu Reeves guy say? You gotta be a fighter if you're a lover.
Okay, let's run down a scenario, and I want you to give me your answer. So we're gonna do like a improv. Okay, so act like you did a breeder loan with me, and I got the snake. I just got the eggs out, and you're calling me to get some eggs. I want you to give me your honest reaction. So let's say you call me. Call me right now. Say ring.
Hey, what's up, man? How them eggs doing?
Oh, the eggs, I got them all. Yeah, I got them all. What's up? I got all of them.
Cool. How they looking?
They look amazing, and they're all mine.
And they're all yours, huh?
Yeah. You will come get me?
Yeah, absolutely, man. You can't, what you gotta do, you can't just let it go, can you?
Right. Okay, so you're a fighter.
But that's what I mean. It's gotta be with people you trust, man. You know what I mean? Like, some people even have written contracts.
I agree.
I wouldn't do a breeder loan with somebody that I'm just cool with.
Have to be somebody that you really, really know.
Yeah, 100%.
Laughing. I love it, man. I love it. If being in the reptile industry, the reptile hobby, man, I see that you're gonna crush it. You're doing it just amazing stuff. Let's say, like, if you had the chance, hot seat question, if you could sell any celebrity a reptile, who would it be?
Any celebrity or reptile?
And we got people that's doing it. Always involved with pythons. Always.
Oh, I know. It's Ozzy and shit, dude. I would probably say I want to sell Tom Hardy a snake.
Oh, shout out to Tom Hardy. Okay.
Just because I like this role on Peaky Blinders so much as Alfie.
Oh man, I love it. Now, now we talked about some of the morphs that you like. What's some of the more, I think that morphs are like stocks. They go up, they go down. What are some of the morphs that you just kind of, you're like, you know what, those are awesome morphs, but they don't fit into my plans? What are some of the morphs that you tend to stay away from?
Actually, I just axed out acid out of my collection.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
You like acid?
I love acid. I don't know. I seen what it can do. I seen what it can do, and I think I'm just gonna go work with other stuff instead. I haven't seen completely what it can do, and I'm sure that people are gonna produce some ridiculously amazing stuff with it. But the truth is, I only have one, so it's like, all right, it's just kind of in limbo. It's like one of those things that doesn't fit into groups and projects.
Right. I'm pretty basic when it comes to morphs. You know my two favorite morphs?
What's that?
Exantic and pastel. Isn't that basic?
No, dude. People better start giving pastel some love, man.
You know who got me into the Exantics? I love who made the Stormtrooper?
Yeah. Yep, that snake is amazing. Like, you gonna tell me that pastel isn't amazing?
That is beautiful.
Citrus pastel cypress.
That's why you're killing it, man. That's a beautiful snake, man.
Yeah, this is one I produced that I held back.
Oh man, you're killing it. I love it. I love it.
It's also Yellow Belly Spectre, also one of the two.
I love it, man. Well, you almost gave us an amazing hour, man. I appreciate you coming on and just chatting with us a little bit. So, you're brand new in the game, man. Ultimately, what's the end goal? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What's the end goal for Heathen Hatchery?
The end goal is just to create some bomb ass snakes. But truthfully, if my end goal and everything is some sort of financial freedom for my kids that I can leave behind.
I love that. I love that.
That's really my end goal in this.
Ultimately, to build something, and when you're gone, you can just hand it to them like, "Hey, this is yours."
Yes.
I love that, man. I love that. Now, I definitely got to ask you this too, man. I hit you up. I hit you up the other day. I scanned your Instagram a little bit, and what caught my eye was your logo, man. Who made the logo, man?
Tattoo artist out of Troy, New York, named Matt Demers.
Okay, he killed it, man. I love your logo.
What's that?
I said, well, he killed it, man. I love your logo.
Oh yeah, oh man, that thing is awesome, man. I was like more than impressed when he came back with the copies of it. See, I came up with the name because I wanted to do something like Norse or Viking style. So it's Heathen Hatchery. And so the style that he does in tattooing fits the style of artwork that I'm trying to go towards, which is like a little bit darker, maybe edgy, I guess you could say.
That's what's up, so
man. I asked him to do me up a logo in his ruin style, and that's what he came up with.
Right. I love that, man. Well, tell us how can we get a hold of you, man? Because like I said, you're killing it, man. Are you on Morph Market?
Yes, I am. Yep.
So definitely hit you up on Instagram, Morph Market. Check you out, man. I just want to say, man, thank you for coming on and chatting with us a little bit. I can't wait back on and get around to, and just see where you are, man. Because right now, just starting, having a year under your belt, the possibilities are endless. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm working towards, man.
Towards Tinley? Are you trying to, vend any of these bigger reptile expos?
Eventually, I don't know if I want to do the bigger shows because I really like networking, walking around and hanging out and meeting people there. So I don't know if I'd want to be stuck behind a table behind those bigger shows, but I do plan on doing like the smaller shows eventually, like the Show Me Snakes and stuff like that.
Right. I love Show Me Snakes. They coming out here. I think they got an expo next month on the 7th. And
but their shows are nice. They're friendly people.
Man, I want to say thank you so much for coming on and chatting with me. I can't wait for round 2, man. I appreciate you coming on and hanging out.
All right, man. Thanks for having me, bro. I appreciate it.
And much love, brother.
All right. Thanks, bro.
Man, super fun chatting with him. Brian from Heathen Hatchery. Awesome guy. He hasn't even been breeding that long. Wanted to, Lindsay, shout out to Lindsay. Bummed I'm late. I'll swing back around and listen from the beginning. Hey, I appreciate that. That's love. Mike said he has one of the best logos. Yeah. Super excited to chat with him. He's been making a lot of noise. He's been on Snakes and the Fat Man, and he's been on Trap Talk. He's been on Big Reptile Talk now. But he's been networking, and he hasn't even been breeding that long. So he's doing something right to be wanting to be everywhere and people just wanting to talk to him. So shout out to Brian from Heathen Hatchery. I appreciate you supporting my channel. I support you. I'm a fan. I can't wait to see what you do in the future, man. So much love to him. As always, man, I appreciate everybody in the chat. Pico's Pythons, Feely, Mike's Monitors, super chat from my animal house. I appreciate you. Everybody in the chat, man, I appreciate you guys for showing up. Thank you for supporting my show. Everybody has a show. Y'all make sure y'all check out John Feely's show. Y'all make sure y'all check out my Animal House's show. Make sure y'all hit up Mike's Monitors for monitors. Everybody. One thing I love about the internet is room for everybody. Everybody has a show. Check out everybody. Show everybody love. Whether it's my Animal House and Iron Dog show, whether it's Feely's Clutch. John Feely said we fight, Derek. What's up, man? You don't want these hands, Feely. I will whoop your ass. So, anyways, man, y'all make sure y'all check out the sponsors too. Without them, this wouldn't be possible. So make sure y'all hit up everybody. Please support you, Sark, man. Until next time, man, this is Big Reptile Talk. And we out of here. Those are sponsors right there. Everybody, I love them all. Morphed Ambitions, Basement Pythons, everybody, man. Heathen, Hatchery, Stone Age Ball Python. Shout out to all the sponsors. Make sure you join, like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, man, we out of here.
Whoa. Big Reptile Talk. Yeah, we working. Talk about service. Big Reptile Talk. When it comes to talking about snakes, yeah.